All right, so let's start with a snare pattern. And this is a pretty simple ballad, so we're just going to keep it on the 2 and the 4. There we go. I'm going to add, so I've added a new channel, if you didn't, or a new pattern, if you didn't notice, using this plus button right here. I renamed it snare. I drug it over just like I did with the bass. Now we're going to drag a snare sample over here. I've opened up the Unison Artist Series Essentials. There's a couple snares here. I'm going to go with this little trap snare, and we're going to put that on track 3, so it lines up in the mixer channel. Okay. All right, I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit piano roll. We're going to find our snare. Normally they're on C5. If you're ever wondering what the natural sample sound is, as you can hear as I pitch it up, it becomes thinner and thinner. Right. That's where the natural sample lies, right there on C5. Right there. All right. And I'm literally just putting it in the 2 and the 4 on every beat here. You know, it could use a little like a little touch after it, meaning tut. Here we go. Nah, I don't like it. We're gonna leave it the same. And I'm just gonna turn down. I'm gonna turn down the guitar. It's just overpowering. There we go. Okay, we've got a snare. All right, let's do a little kick. I'm thinking something simple. Doesn't need to be too complicated here. All right, just getting rid of the channel rack, and we're gonna add a new pattern. We're gonna call it kick. We're gonna pull it over here. Same thing. Let's find a kick. It's not opening. Give me a second. There we go. That one's good. All right. And I'm just right clicking. I'm clicking piano roll again. I'm adding the kick. Oh, the velocity is way too low. Let's bring it all the way. Man, I'm having trouble coming up with a good kick pattern. Let's see. Let's do that. Actually, we don't need that one. Cool. We got a kick pattern. Hi-hat. Just add the hi-hat next. I mean, it's going to be a pretty simple. It's a ballad, so it's not that complicated. So I'm just going to put HH for hi-hat. We're going to pull this in. There we go. We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to find a hi-hat. There we go. And we're going to put this on channel 6. We're going to right click, piano roll. So you can see we're just doing the same thing over and over again. I'm going to pull the velocity down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, down here is something called velocity. So you can control the panning like left to right. You can control the note release and other things. I'm going to leave it on velocity. So it's how hard you're actually striking the sound. So for this hi-hat pattern, I kind of wanted to go where the ones and the on the beat is louder than off of the beat. So I'm just going to, as you can see, I lowered every other one. Right? Actually, I'm going to do a little something different. I feel like it needs a dum, 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 that type of feel to it. So I'm going to go to the magnet. I'm going to switch it to half step. Actually, I'm going to switch it to, yeah, half step's fine. Pull it out there. Listening. That's what we want. Dum, da dum, da dum. Okay. All right. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is just do a copy A or a control A. I'm going to do control C and control V, and that will paste it to keep it going here. All right. Right there. There we go. Alright, cool. Let me pull this out a little bit. It's a little cramped for me. There we go. Alright, there we go. I don't know why this one's higher. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off. I highlighted it using the select tool here. So we're dragging like that, and then I'm going to hit the delete button to get rid of it. I'm going to do control A, control C, control V, and I am dragging this over to just repeat the same pattern over and over again. Same thing, control A, control C, control V. Hold up. Control A, control C, control V, pulling it over. There we go. I'm just pulling the volume of the hi-hat down. Yeah, we have a pretty decent pattern going. All right, we have some drums. You know, we'll probably add some perks in as well. You know, maybe some Foley sounds or something a little bit different. Let's see what they have in this pack. Perks. All right. Man, when I click on the folder, it doesn't do much. There we go. I don't like that. Does that have a rim? I don't see a rim. Oh, maybe a fill. It's hard to tell what tempo that is, so it doesn't have a tempo. That's pretty close, actually. Let's see. Let me do, I'm going to go to beat. And I'm going to drag this, actually I'm going to go to quarter step. I'm just going to drag this to here. Yeah, okay, so that tempo's off. I'm not going to choose that one. I'm going to look for another one. Let's look in the Black Friday pack. We're looking for perks or maybe a drum loop. Oh, that's a whole loop. We don't want that. Those are 808s, and those are just one-shots, and I don't see any. All right, cool. We're going to leave that alone for now. Okay, cool. So we've laid down some basic drums. Let's get into adding, let's add some keys. Let's do that next.